Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ashana here, back with a new video, and we're gonna be doing something a little different today. I see my face is already done. If you click the video, you already know what it is, what it's gonna be. So we are going to be getting into all of my foundations, every single one of the foundations, and some couldn't fit in here, unfortunately. The MAC, Too Faced, CoverGirl, all this good stuff. I did a poll on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram or my social medias, please, like, what you waiting for? Anyway, I did a poll on my Instagram to see what you guys wanted to, see what you guys wanted me to film next, because it's about what y'all want to see. So the foundation one was like 10 freaking yeses and like, I don't think no-nos, but that was the one that won. So if you want to be the one to decide what I film next, please follow me on my Instagram. I will have all my handles pop up on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're new to my channel. Nice to meet you. My name is Ashana. I like to play in makeup. I love beauty related things, and I like just to have fun. Yeah. So which one should we pick? As you guys know, disclaimer, I do have oily skin. I am an oily girl. I embrace it, and I don't hate being an oily girl. Oily is fun. You can make it fun. So I'm going to start off with the Anastasia of Beverly Hills. I'm going to start off with the Anastasia of Beverly Hills foundation. This is the stick foundation that came out a long time ago, a couple of years ago. This is what I have left, and I don't use this. You have not seen this on my channel in forever because I really don't like this foundation because it's too freaking stiff. Like, you put it on your face, okay, boom, you expect it to blend out, but you have to add oil or you have to add a moisturizer. It's just too much. And I love Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love their products. However, this foundation doesn't do anything for me. I don't really like the color either. It gives me, I can't explain, like a brassy color, I can't explain it. Like, it gives me not even orange vibes, like a burnt orange, and I really don't like it. So that's why I don't use it. But this foundation was $25, which is not bad. I don't remember how much I had in this actually, because obviously I did use it, but I don't think there was a lot in this because I haven't worn it that many times. Anyway, so don't get me wrong, this is good for oily skin. Like, you want to be matte, this will have you matte to that, right? This was a good foundation. However, it just didn't work for me, so that's why I don't use it. I don't grab for it. I'll probably use it like maybe in a Halloween video or something if I need it, but other than that, like, it's just not my thing. We're gonna go in with the ColourPop No Filter foundation sticks. I have the shade 197 to contour, and I have dark 197. Yeah, dark 197. They color matched these for me on the website, which was great because there's no ColourPop store near me for me to just go in there and just do my thing. So I like these foundation sticks. I'm going to talk about my shade, which is 175 warm. I think it's warm tones. I like this foundation. It's nice and creamy. It blends out popping. However, I don't know, I believe that I am really a full coverage girl, so stuff that's not full coverage, it doesn't do it for me. Because like if you guys know me personally, I don't wear makeup every day. So when I do wear makeup, I'm going off. I'm killing it. Like, I'm going full blown. I'm going full blown eyeshadow. We're going to pop and highlight. We're doing all of that. We're doing everything. So for me to buy a foundation that is not full coverage, it doesn't do it for me. However, I do like this foundation. I haven't reached for it since I did a video on it, maybe twice after that, but after that I haven't. But as far as the contour shade is bomb. Like, I love them both, don't get me wrong, I love both of them, but I don't know, it's just the whole coverage thing, I guess, that has me on I don't want to use it because I want to go full coverage. I want to cover everything, And that's just that. This is the ColourPop No Filter foundation. This is the liquid one. I freaking love this foundation. This foundation is fire. It matches me great. Of course, I matched this on the website as well. I love this foundation for the simple fact is it's very full coverage. It's full coverage. It does last a long time. I'm not sure. Like I said, guys, with these foundations, you have to read up on the description of the foundations, especially if you're oily, if you're combination, whatever the case may be. These foundations that I buy are the ones I really want to try, or that I know have a feeling that's going to work for me. So yeah, but I love this foundation. I would definitely recommend this foundation. A lot of people I know, but seen, don't really like this foundation, but I like it. It's full coverage. It matches me bomb, and it just looks so flawless and seamless. Like sometimes I forget like why I stopped using it, but you know, when you buy other things and you start liking the new things, you forget about the old things that you used to love. So it's like I need to start picking this back up, but I really love this foundation. I do recommend this foundation. Okay, let's talk about Makeup Revolution's foundation. Okay, this Makeup Revolution, I love the concealers. The concealers that came out, I love the concealers. However, this foundation kind of threw me for a loop because I thought it was it's a good foundation. This foundation is flawless. It's bomb. I love it. It's lit. It's popping. However, I just don't like the color range. Like this doesn't match my chest. If you guys know me, like I love foundations that matches my chest. My face is lighter than my chest. However, I want all of this to look right, because when I take my photos, everything has to look the same. And then I noticed when I took photos with the Makeup Revolution, I was just like, my chest doesn't match my face. However, this does match my face, if that makes sense. So I'm just like, I don't like it. So, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy the next shade up, because I have F13.5. I look at the next shade up, it's like really chocolate, and I'm just like, so what happened to the in-between from this to the chocolate shade? So I'm just like, I like this foundation, however, it doesn't match me correctly, and it's just annoying. And so I just never picked it up again. And I only picked it up for, like, you know, my Halloween tutorials, because I did Morticia. If y'all into my Halloween tutorials, I will link all of that in the description box. My Halloween, I used this for my Morticia, and it came out fire. Like, I loved it, because, you know, Morticia is more on the, you know, she looks, you know, pale type of thing. So this was perfect. So like I said, if y'all have foundations that y'all don't like and y'all not feeling, you could use it for something else. You could always give it away. But you know, I'm a Halloween girl, so when my Halloween tutorials pop up, then I have, you know, foundations that I don't want to use, and I'm not gonna use it for that. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Maybelline Superstay foundation, and I like this foundation. This foundation is super full coverage. It can be on the oily side, like if you don't use the right primers. Like I said, guys, I could tell you that a foundation is matte. It's all about your primers. Like, people don't understand, your primers can really play a big part in how long your foundation stays on, not just by your skin type. You know what I'm saying? So if you could buy a dope primer, the primer can make your foundation last even longer. Now, so this foundation is good. I love the coverage. I love the formula of it. I just think this shade is too on more of the orangey type of side, so that's why I mixed this with another foundation, which I'll tell you about in a minute. I mixed it with another foundation because this doesn't match my chest either. So I'm just like, and I don't like how this doesn't match with the Maybelline Fit Me shades of foundations, because I'm just like, how am I supposed to find my shade? 356 warm coconut. What happened to coconut? I need coconut. I don't need the warm coconut. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, but I do like this foundation. I do recommend this foundation. This foundation is popping. It's fire. I think this is my first Maybelline foundation I ever purchased. Yes, this is my favorite foundation. Nobody will ever take this spot, even though I have not used this on my channel in 50 consecutive years. However, this is like bae right here. Like, this is what started the whole show. This is what started the collection. This is what started. I am in the shade 355 Coconut, And like this matches me good. I'm gonna just put these two together. Like this one is more on the red side, and this one is just like, okay, just, you know, it's regular. So that's why I'm a little like in between. Like, why is this not just coconut? Like, what happened to the coconut shade? But anyway, I love this foundation. This is, if you're a beginner, this will be the perfect shade. The perfect type of foundation to get, because it's inexpensive. You can definitely find your shade, and the whole Fit Me line is popping. You have the foundation, you get the concealer, you get the setting powder. I mean, you can't go wrong. So I think the Fit Me line is definitely popping, along with the Super Stay. However, I think the Super Stay should have more shades, and the shades should be the same as the Fit Me, just different, you know, formula, I guess. But whatever. Okay, we're gonna go in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I love this foundation. This foundation is the foundation that I mixed with the Super Stay, and it gives me my perfect shade. Sometimes you're gonna have to mix shades. I mean, if you don't want to, that's just up to you. Me personally, I don't really care. I like to experiment. So these two shades together is hitting. It's life. It's popping. And top of that, this is a matte foundation. This foundation lasts me 13 hours, literally. So I definitely recommend this foundation. This foundation has a lot of shades. Once I use this up, I will probably go a shade up, because I'm in the shade Sienna. I just mix this with this because we're not wasting. We don't waste foundation. So we mix these two get together, and these are popping the best. And they're both matte foundations. I think this is I don't think this is fully matte, but this one is a matte foundation. So these two together, the coverage is bomb, and you're matte with a good primer. Can't go wrong. The Wet n Wild foundation, and this is in the shade Mahogany. I do have another shade. I have two shades. I have Mahogany. This is my summer shade. The other one is Espresso. I think that's in the drawer. I have Espresso and Mahogany. Mahogany is my summer shade. This shade is like it gives me that bronzy type of thing going on. I love this foundation. This foundation retails for $5.99. This foundation is full coverage. It's fire. First of all, Wet n Wild literally is just fire. Like, that's just, they're like very cheap and very fire at the same time. So those two together, you can't beat it. So this foundation is first of all, I just like the spatula part. Like, the spatula part is like fire. That's cute. You could just spread it on and then get busy. I love the spatula part. The color range is good. It's not great, but it's good. It's good for you know, a drugstore brand that is, you know, $5.99 for a foundation. Like, you can't go wrong. And this is full coverage. I love the formula. I love the, you know, everything about it. The smell could be a little like overwhelming. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube that say they threw theirs out because it started to smell like paint. However, I haven't had it that long. I don't think I even had it a year yet. So I'm gonna try to like use it up before it starts to stink, because once it starts smelling crazy, then it has to go in the garbage. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation Stick. I just did a review in this video not too long ago. I did an old Wet n Wild tutorial. I freaking love this foundation stick. Like, this foundation stick is lit. $5.99. It's not a lot of product in here, however, like, it's fire. Like, I recommend it. It's very creamy. Like I said, I like stick foundations that's easy to blend out. If you're not easy to blend out, like, I can't do it, because what's the point? I could just go to a liquid foundation if that's the case. So this Photo Focus, I am in the shade chestnut maroon, but if you go on the Wet n Wild website, it's gonna say chestnut only. So don't think that's not the shade, because that's actually the shade, but I don't know why they don't have the whole shade there, but whatever. So this foundation is creamy. I love it. It lasts me like 14 hours. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, because I did a video that day. I went out and everything, and this foundation held up. I probably touched up once. Yeah, I probably touched up once. And like I said, I had I did my regular routine, my different primers. I do have a video on best primers for oily skin. This will go great with this video. After this video, go to look at that video and I'll let you know all the good primers that I use for oily skin. Okay? So yeah. Okay, so this is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Shout out to my coworker Tawny. She actually like gave this to me because she had like a bunch of foundations that doesn't match her. So shout outs to her, because I never thought in a million gazillion years I would be rocking a freaking radiant concealer. I mean, a radiant foundation. You already know I'm an oily girl, so oily girls stick with matte foundations. However, this foundation is fire. Like, this retails for $49. I always see this foundation. I always wonder, like, oh, I never had a NARS foundation. This is my own. No, this is my second NARS foundation. My first NARS foundation was the first foundation I ever bought. It was not my color, so I was walking around looking casket ready. But you know, we're gonna let that go. It's definitely full coverage for it to be a radiant foundation. It's definitely full coverage. The price is $50. I mean, it better be something for $50. This is the Super Stay Better Skin Foundation that I have for gazillion years. This is in the shade Coconut. This is in the shade Coconut, another Maybelline product. I don't remember how this foundation is, honestly. I think this foundation was too dark for me, honestly. I don't even think they sell this anymore. It's in the shade Espresso. I like this foundation. This foundation, it was fire. I'm not gonna lie. However, it's too dark for me. Like, it's too dark. Like, it's like, this is like my summer color. If I was to get a tan, this would be my summer color. But for now, I cannot wear this because this is really too dark. But this is not a matte foundation. This is a full. It just says flawless finish, and it gives you a flawless finish. Again, if you're on a budget, ELF is the way to go. ELF is fire. I love ELF. ELF is like my #1 makeup brand in the whole universe. Like, if I had a chance to work with any company, like my first company, that would be ELF, because ELF has been my ride or die. Like, seriously. So this is fire. We got like 5 more to go. Okay, we're gonna go to one of my babies, which is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Am I running out? Okay, so this foundation, I have nothing. When I mean nothing, I have nothing bad to say about this foundation. Okay? Nothing, nada, zilch. Okay? This is not a full matte foundation. However, like I said, get you a good primer, you set for life. I do recommend this foundation. This foundation is true to my skin color. Is freaking flawless. Like, this makes my face look so freaking good. I don't have it on today. This freaking foundation is lit. If y'all know Jackie Aina on YouTube, y'all should know Jackie Aina on YouTube. She played a part in giving them some poppin' shades, and I think this is one of the shades that she created. And if I saw her right now, I'd give her a hug and have her sign my bottle, because this is like freaking, it's like, look, it's like heaven in a bottle. Like, I have nothing bad to say about this foundation. Go in with the CoverGirl Matte Ambition Spectrum foundation. This foundation, I like it, but I don't love it. Like, I feel like it's not full coverage, but I feel like it's very lightweight on the skin. It could give you a nice, if you don't want to wear that much makeup, that much foundation. But until I feel like I don't want to wear that much foundation, then I'll probably pick this up again. But I do recommend this foundation because it's matte. It says Matte Ambition. So for all my oily girls, matte is the way to go. Now let me just tell you, this is super matte. Like, this will suck you dry, okay? Seriously. So make sure you use a poppin' moisturizer and some nice setting spray that's moisturizing, because this will have you like, okay, like, seriously, like, no lie. Okay, so this is the Fenty Beauty foundation. I love Fenty Beauty. Fenty Beauty is one of my favorites. Black owned, one of my favorite besides Black Radiance. Black Radiance is #1. Fenty Beauty is like #2, and I love Riri for coming out with this dope line. Like, it's just sick. Let's just say it's just sick. I'm in the shade 440. I think I could wear 430. Never tried it, but I've seen, like, this is a little dark on me. It oxidizes a little bit, but this is the foundation that you wear when you go into the club, honey. When you go into the club and you ain't coming home to 7 or 8 in the morning and ain't nothing wrong with your face. Okay? I'm just telling you this now. This is what you wear. This is the club foundation, okay? This is the club foundation. I love this foundation. It's definitely matte, full coverage. It doesn't move. I have not even set it at one time. I think I wore this for my birthday. I don't even remember setting it, and it did not move. When I mean I had Henny in the system and all that, it did not move. So, and if you got the primer to go with it, stop playing. I definitely recommend this. Like, this is worth the $32. I think it's 32. Was it 34? This is the foundation that I'm wearing today. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I am in the shade 525. I freaking love this foundation. This is it full? Well, it's full. To me, it's full coverage. However, I don't think this is a full matte foundation. It can be if you use the right primers, but this is not like set on matte like the Fenty. The Fenty, I think Fenty is going to be matte on you regardless whether if you use a primer, you don't use a primer. That's just going to be, you know, that's going to be matte. Just like the CoverGirl, that's just matte. Hands down, there's no coming around that. But this, pretty good, holds up a while. I spent a lot for this freaking foundation. I spent almost $20 for this foundation. I think because it just dropped in the drugstore, but I wanted to try it out so bad and do a video on it. But it was worth it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, if I buy this foundation, it better be lit. But yeah, this foundation is pretty good. I love it with a beauty blender. I don't really use a brush too much like I used to. I used to always be into face brushes. Now it's beauty blender, sponge, whatever the case may be. But this foundation is fire, and it has a lot of price range and a concealer. All right, see, I think I need to do I really think I need to do a concealer video, because every time I look at the foundation, I always try to get the concealer to match. And once I get the concealer to match, it's like the foundation is even better. Like I said, let me know if y'all want a concealer video. So anyway, I definitely recommend this. This MAC, what is it? Studio Fix Fluid with SPF. I am in the shade NW45. This foundation right here, you think CoverGirl is matte, this is matte, okay? Like, this will have you, like, this is the summertime. It's hot as outside and the sun is just beaming on you. This is the foundation that you use. MAC is the way to go when it comes to that, the way to go. However, this was $30, I believe, for this little bottle. It doesn't even have a pump. That's the part that pisses me off. That's why I probably don't really bother with too much. It doesn't have a pump, so you have to, like, probably buy a pump. Who got time to you? Why gotta buy a pump? It's $30. You couldn't just throw a pump in there? But, you know, whatever. We're going to talk about the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. And I really like this foundation. I think this one and the NARS Radiant is the two foundations that I could really like wear and pull it off, if I should say. Those are the two foundations I could definitely pull off, being that I am an oily girl. However, if I'm going to the club or something, I will not wear dewy foundation. I will have to go with the Fenty. Like I said, it depends on the longevity of your foundation. I mean, the longevity you're going to be wearing this foundation, that's the foundation you go with. If I'm going to the club, Fenty, Born This Way, boom. So guys, that was all of my foundations. Thank you for watching this video. This might be a long freaking video, so I hope you guys make it through it. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section if you want a concealers collection video. Please let me know in the comment section. I would definitely make that happen for you, as well as any other videos you want to see. Let me know. If you want to see this eye look, first of all, because let me just tell y'all. Let me stop. If y'all want to see this eye look, please let me know in the comment section as well. I would definitely film it for you guys and have it up for you. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Laters.